All right, here we go, man. It's the 19th. Here, Mayhams Social Media Coalition. Listen here, let's get back at it. Politics, man. Listen here. Let me make a correction from yesterday. Yesterday, I said that the California on a measure or the ballot that's coming out in California in 2020, that there was only going to be 8 propositions on there. My mistake. There's 12 propositions. Mayhams Social Media Coalition would like to correct ourselves. There will be 12 propositions introduced to the California ballot come 2020. This 2020, this election year, November 3rd, there will be 12 propositions on that ballot. I skipped over 2 of them yesterday. Yesterday, we talked about Proposition 16. Today, we want to talk about Proposition 14. I want to talk about Proposition 14. Proposition 14 on the November 3rd, 2020 California ballot is about stem cell research. Let me tell you what happened. In 2004, I believe it was, let me check, I wrote down some footnotes for it so I can remember. There was a state committee that put forth an initiative that said that some monies from out of California law should be allocated towards stem cell research. In 2004, it was passed, and there's no individual that wrote this up initiative, like I was saying yesterday. This was brought about by private individuals, private corporations, and the like brought about this. We got to check and see what it is. We got to check and see how does it introduced. When a group of people, or not a group of people, when a group of institutions, entities come about with a law like how this stem cell research, let me tell you what it is. In 2004, it was passed that California state needs to do their own stem cell research. So it was passed by the Senate, and it was passed by California legislation. California legislation said they will allocate out of California's budget, they will allocate $300 billion, that's with a B, $300 billion to stem cell research primarily done by California. So with that being done, that money was allocated. So they put that into the budget and they set it aside for stem cell research for California. And private institutions, California institutions, public institutions as well as private institutions were involved in that situation. 2019, that same institution, the institution was called the California Institution for Regenerative Medicine, California Institute for Regenerative Medicine, CIRM. This is the institute that headed the research fund, the Stem Cell Research Institute. They funded this CIRM, California Institute for Regenerative Medicine, received this money and the like, and the people there like the people they associate with. In 2004, they received $300 billion. 2019, they reported that they only had $132 million left. So over the last 15 years, California has paid for $298 billion in stem cell research, thanks to Proposition 71. Proposition 71, passed in 2004, was for purposes of stem cell research done by California Institute, CIRM. Now, 2019, they said, listen, we're broke. We only have $132 million left. We need more monies. So they come to the state of California. Now it's back on the ballot. Proposition 14 is on the November 3rd, 2020 ballot. Proposition 14 is for more monies to be put back toward stem cell research because the CIRM is saying they're broke and they can no longer conduct research properly. They need more money. So what they're asking for is $5.5 billion. That's a lot less than they did the first time. So maybe the first time it wasn't 300 billion. Maybe it was only 3 billion. Maybe there's a typo in the information that I read. I'll check on that. But this time they're asking for $5.5 billion. Here in 2020, CIRM and the like that are doing stem cell research for California is asking for California taxpayers and the like to pay for the research that is necessary for stem cell research for California medicine, and they're not just doing research, they're doing medicine, they're doing trials. It's all type of things that are involved in it. So Proposition 14, if you vote yes on Proposition 14 on a November 2020 ballot, you're saying that you think that CIRM or California should take tax money, $5.5 billion of tax money to be exact. They should take $5.5 billion of tax money and set it aside for stem cell research, primarily here from California. If you want to say no on Proposition 14, you're saying that it is unnecessary to put $5.5 billion into more stem cell research. That's Mayhem Social Media Coalition on Proposition 14. Again, there are 12 propositions on the ballot. We will make sure that all 12 of those propositions are brought to you. Side note, Crossing Mayhem, I also realized that, we got 75 days it is now. 75 days until election. And that's a lot of days, it's a lot of time. And like I said, I don't like to procrastinate, so I like to get straight to the numbers. Straight to the facts of the meat of the situation. Get straight to the facts. We voting. Mayhem Social Media Coalition wants to make sure that black people are aware of our fact that we are voting and are best informed about what we are voting about. So with that being said, I don't want to bring just the propositions. There's only 12 of them. So we got more than 12 days, so we're going to go into some other things. Mayhem Social Media Coalition is going to go and we're going to look into what all are we voting on in this ballot. What all are the Californians we voting on, or what are we voting on statewide? And let's talk about all of it. Let's talk about who going into the House, who going into the U.S. House. I found out today that, just a second.